now be attending another CARIFESTA 15 event here at the Border Square. Freedom Park in Bristol. Comedy night.
Greetings! The first 5 words of the Jamaican anthem, which is a prayer, says, Eternal Father, bless our land. I pronounce those words now upon Barbados. Eternal Father, bless our land. Say it with me. Eternal Father, bless our land. Yeah, man. Because the place is a blessed place. First of all, let me just pause and big up the Prime Minister of the Caribbean. My Prime Minister. Yeah, because I'm from Barbados. You never know that. We come from Black Rock. But it also named Black Rock. That never own it. Yeah, man. This place is a wonderful example of the Caribbean way of just making the impossible possible. Uno, good enough Barbados. Uno fit big ideas, big events in a small island. Uno have big bus I drive on some tiny road. And me pass some, uno get to fit some big bottom in some tight jeans. What a wonderful place Barbados is! Oh my God, I want to move here tomorrow. Trust me. But I am still Jamaican at heart. I love Jamaica bad. Because Jamaica is a case study in contradictions. We're good, and we're bad. And we're good, bad. Jamaicans are, the people who are most loved by the Bayesian immigration. Anybody here from Jamaica? Legally? Hey! Listen to me now. As you can see from my crystal, from my platinum beard, me and a young boy. I've been around a long time. And I miss the good old days. Anybody here like me miss the good old days? I miss those days, man, those good old days when children behave like children. Remember those days they pick the play, run up and down. Nowadays as them born, them big. I miss the days when we should allow children to enjoy childhood the way adults enjoy adultery. I laugh too much, like I enjoy too much. But I miss the good old days. I miss the days when Jamaican music had songs that had real lyrics. Verse and chorus, real words. And the singers had real names, Alton Ellis, Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Ken Booth. Nowadays the singers' name sound like onomatopoeia. One singer named Ching Ching, one name Ding Dong, one name's Skilly Bang, one name's Ken. I'm like, what is your name? And the songs that first time songs that lyrics, real words. Nowadays songs have something there. I wonder when I say, I take a song, put the words on paper to what the words will say. By one Moses David, aka Beanie Man. And the song says, line 1. Slang diggy diggy danga danga dang. Slang dan, comma. Slang diggy diggy dang, comma. Slang diggy diggy dang da dang dang, full stop. The next line says, slang diggy diggy dang da dang da dang, slang, come on. Slang diggy diggy dang, rrr, rrr. When the words there, then get heart attack. I miss first time get to the party, you dance. Because the party first time date, one boy, one girl at dates, and you dance with your partner. The bar, the place of, you rent a tile. Like a Jamaican dance, you rubber dub. You rent a tile and you rubber dub. Them play rhythm and they play calypso, we are rubber dub. Them play reggae, we are rubber dub. They play rhythm and blues, it's like rhythm and blues. Nowadays dance is not like that. Nowadays party, the woman them over there so, and the man them over there so, and them dance by long distance. You know, I fax you a move, you text me a move, and there's no connection. There's no touching. Everybody look very angry. Why? I miss first time being man, but you know, I was born and raised in a place called Trenchtown. Yeah, me live on the same street, first street, like Bob Marley. No joke. Yeah man, we grew up Trenchtown and we had a game in my days, a game that we played. That's all about. Anybody here recall their first kiss? Many boys got their first kiss playing a game what we call catching kissing. All the girls them run and the boys them chase them. And if I catch you, I kiss you. Simple, don't it? Well, the pretty girl them can run fast. And you can see Shelley and Fraser, pretty and fast. Sherika Jackson, pretty and fast. The Clayton twins, well, they're pretty fast. But, no, them fool win something and then we get pretty. But we are playing the game. And I couldn't get the girl, the pretty girl and run fast. And the girl you find least attractive and she stopped. You catch me. Let run go on, man. So I play the game and I never get no kiss. Never, because all the girls that me want kiss run fast. It's like my face make them run faster. Inspire them to move faster. And it never worked for me. So I never get no kiss. My first kiss eluded me. But then I went to a party and I could dance. And a girl see me and like me. And she danced with me. And I thought she was my first date. So she said yes. She and I are going to meet the next Sunday for a date. I said okay. She gave me her address. It wasn't telephone days, I write down paper days. Write down her address, I'm going to check her on the Sunday. Bathe and tidy, put on my good clothes, spray on my cologne. I'm going to take a bus to go meet her. She gave me her address. She said she lives at 19 Walton Park Road. Take the bus, come off, I'm going to walk, I'm going to check the stop them. Mr. Number 5 Walton Park Road, I'm going to walk to go faster. Number 7, I'm going to start beat faster. Number 9, I'm going to start fuel. Number 11, ooh! Number 13, yeah! Number 15, I'm going to start beat faster. Number 17, and then number 19 was the Chinese cemetery. I start to wonder if I was dancing with a Chinese duppy. The girl tricked me, and that is why I ended up being an alcoholic. No bar, no miss me end up in every bar. Me drink rum, beer, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. Me wouldn't stop drink, but then something touched me and said I just stop drinking. So I said, okay, what happened? Never take my own life. So I went down to Elsha Beach, planning to jump off on the water and end it all. My miserable life. No girl now kiss me. I'm just getting drunker and drunker every day. And as I'm walking towards the edge of the water, I see a green bottle float up towards me. I'm going to say, feel life funny. The day I say I'm going to stop drinking and end my life, here comes free foreign liquor. But grab the bottle and back the car, and to my utter surprise, boom, out of the bottle came this big large man in our little fancy looking pants, and my shoes were curled up so, and he said, I am the genie of the lamp. But the birthday there, Jamaica, don't say name genie, man, they beat you. Boy, you're a genie. He said, yes, I am the genie of the lamp, and I will give you 3 wishes. I said, yeah, 3 wishes? Yeah, man, me take that. But me don't want no wish. I want a wish. He said, yes, he's gonna give me 3 wishes, but there's always some but, fine print. He said, how thing genie thing working? Anything I wish for, my ex-wife will get 2 times the same thing. I said, well, what are you, a genie or a marriage counselor or a divorce lawyer? Because divorce lawyer make the man get everything, lose everything. Anyway, me take it. He said, what do you want? My first wish, I want $1 million. Boom! The money appeared for that day. Cash, hard cash in US ambition, $1 million. Until your ex-wife just got $2 million. I said, wow, okay, I want a car, BMW, X5. Boom! The car appeared. Until your ex-wife just got 2 BMW. I said, hold on, everything I get, she get 2 times the same thing? He said, yes. I said, all right. But my third wish, half kill me with lick. I'm drinking water. And now I drink rum. You have rum? You have rum? Keep it to yourself. Whatever you have, keep it to yourself. It is catching, it is infectious. But people, we in the Caribbean are a wonderful example of we can make the impossible possible. Tell you something, true story. In 1978, an expert told me that I could not be an actor because, hey, he said I have 2 speech impediments. I have a pronounced lisp and a severe stutter, and therefore I can't be an actor. But hold on, impediments are things that hold you back, and my talking never impede me yet. So what I have are not impediments, I have 2 speech peculiarities. I'm simply different. Because my father has a very severe stutter. I thought my father invented jazz. When he said, boy, you're not call you. Come over the shop. I thought that was my father was severe stutter, but my father produced, I don't know, gentlemen, I'm not recommending this, but my father produced 9 children with 6 different mothers. It never impeded him. In fact, it might have helped him. I figure when he met my mother and he said, love. She said, all right, take me. Never impeded him. And my father is a very good singer. My uncle is a, hello, people, you know what? Jamaica's very, very first female recording artist was my late aunt. She named Hortense Ellis. And my uncle is famous, Hortense Ellis. When Uncle Hortense said, girl, I've got a date, my father said, good They never stutter. So I don't believe in impediments. We have to let go negative words. When folks say, oh, things that stress me. We say, bun that. It's no stress. It has stretched you. Because we in the Caribbean here, we get stress, we turn stress into a stretch, and we turn music into a melody, and we turn memory into fantasy. We are the people who can lead the world. Am I right or am I right? And it starts right here in Barbados. We don't know about CARICOM. My CARICOM is Caribbean comedy. A CARICOM. And some Jamaicans say time come, but that's a whole different story. Jamaica have elections coming up, September 12th, to pick between Andrew Holness and Mark Golding. I mean, say, if the choice is Andrew Holness and Mark Golding, me pick me up. Am I right or am I right? Hello, come see me tomorrow night up at the place there. You understand me? We have a famous Jamaican, the great Miss Lou said, and I quote, every hoe have them stick a bush, every long road have a bend, every sun hat have shady tree, and the longest prayers have amen. Amen.
Give it up for Mr. Tall, Dark and Handsome, Blacker from Jamaica. I promised you 2 queens. Ladies and gentlemen, we have queen number 1. Is it the queen of the night? Is it the queen of Bacchanal? Is it the queen of soca? Is it the queen of England? No! It's Queen Ashima from Barbados!
Good night, everybody. Woo! For all those don't know, or who don't know me, my name is Queen Archibald Cox. In Barbados, it is Prime Minister Mia Martin first, then National Hero Rihanna, and then after that, it is me. And in fact, some people is often mistake Rihanna for me and me for Rihanna. It was a hard talk. But enjoy the show, sir. All who ain't enjoying the show, go out enjoy their back with the money. Lord, when I like crop over, I like crop over. Crop over the realest. You know, one of my favorite shows for crop over was my song "Bless My Enemies." You know, because there's got a lot of wicked, deceitful people in this world. And sometimes God gets me got with the just say, I want you to bless my enemies. Guide them, protect them daily. Make them live long so that I want to see how happy I always. Correct. Well, when you see me here with my foil paper in my hand, I just come from Gwendolina wedding. Worst wedding I ever went to in my life. Only wedding reception I ever went to, and my foil paper getting to work. My foil paper came back home unemployed. I know nothing about Gwendolina. But you know everybody they say every piece of cloth in the store got an order. Lord, she in that store, nobody want she. She went on sale, nobody want catch she. The store shut down and nobody want she. So when I heard that she was getting married, it came as a shock to me. I'm not saying she's ugly. I would say she's beautifully challenged. So I say, got to go to this wedding to find out how school keeping a 10. I want to know who this man is she married. And then I find out. She meets a man in town a day. I think he came from St. Vincent or something. I don't know. Carry home to see mother. And for those he to the mother. And next thing you know, he is proposing. But deep down, I want to talk to her. That girl, man, it is work over there. So, when he sat down, she asked me, would you like a cup of tea? And he made the person say yes. And that woman put on the hot water. Take piece of panty and put it in the water and boil it up. Then piece of brassiere strap. And a cockroach ring. Japanese and barely, and enough sugar so you won't taste the cockroach way. And then he just drink. Next day, he all first talking about, will you be my dearly beloved wife? No. Because you know what he do? He drank in a backyard and turned the village overnight. Anyhow, so, ready there. I heard the Prime Minister was going to be there to this evening. So I said, I gotta go. I sit down there and say, Prime Minister. But after all, after Prime Minister, Rihanna, it is me. So I got in church and she missed me sitting down at the front. She bought a yard next to she. And I tell you, so it's wrong. He did, but I asked him, and he asked me, hello. Appears for the reserve people. You should sit down. You know what you're talking? Size wrong, youngster, go around. They sit next to my Prime Minister. You know where I live? I live in my constituency in Bashar. I just vote for me. You live in St. John. Chances are you can vote for Ralph Charlie. Get up around there so you sit down there. I don't know you. So you share me, and you say it's all right. You sit down next to you. So I sit down there. The bride turned up fashionably late as usual. I heard somebody say the bride coming, when they look, they see she getting off the bus. Apparently the taxi man, she didn't pay the taxi man, so the taxi man dropped she off, and the bottom of the bed said that she had to catch the bus and come her. That's a problem. As I said, she's beautifully challenged. And when you see the makeup she had on it, like somebody from Dowson Wilson fixed she, look at the glass in that. Huh? And but she won't beg too. She had on enough lipstick to help cover up her mouth. Lipstick by her mouth, lipstick by her ears, lipstick all of her eyebrows. Look at somebody itching, she feels with the back of the burger for porch and patty a red pig. As she walked in styling cabinet and overcome with emotions, I saw she crying. And the water coming down she eye, mixing with the ray off of she lips, and dropping on the white dress. God, she looked like somebody stabbed she. And if you want to know Gwendolyn, she got two, you look like you actually ready to go. In fact, I believe you had she already. Yeah, you know what she's doing. She got a big foot and a bigger foot. She got two odd-sized feet. Correct, right? One foot, your two left feet, correct. One foot is a size 12, and the next foot is a size 37 or something. You would think the body who made the dress, you would let the dress calm down far and cover she big foot, you know. No, she was wearing mini. And when she made front bench started from far, she looked like she standing up in a boat. But anyhow, she got on this many things here. And when she did go to school, we used to call she current slice scotch and rare, you know, boxing brother. You know she was true. But in third day, the body engaged in the trouble. The groom now went to bar, he bought his shoes, and realized the shoes couldn't fit him, so he come in a pair of bottom rubber slippers. And the man who officiated the thing was a reverend tricks to the minister. You know what he do? Always drunk. Here, there, and the fumes all around his mouth there, and what I'm telling everybody. But you don't even go to people churches and the communion, there's giving them wine. A little piece of bread. When you go to his church, he give you a white rum and biscuit. That's all he just give you. But in his third day, I'll be there to celebrate her day. All right. The do the thing, the kiss. We gone down the reception place. Now I got my foot for the paper here, my lord. You hear how Janine says she take a purge? Well, it take one too. So I say you eat them out of house and land when they get there. And my for the table and get piece of work. The put it on table 34. All the way down here, so and you know how they do it, they call the tables, rate the tables. Tables 1 and 2, you may go to the buffet table. I don't read up table 34. Well, let's say the next set of people that raise up, I'm going to be them too. Or down there, down here, with the food around out, and in here. So when I had table 3 and 4, I get up and join me there, bro. I said, I won't pull any back. Excuse me, where you going? What table you at? I said, 34. Well, they call tables 3 and 4. I said 3 and 4, I blasted 34. That was good. I said, go. So I go on down in the line. And if you smell the food smell, and it's soury. Because I said, some woman here, they have lost something. You know, the some people are really nasty that is spoiled too fast. But I let her, so I said, it's still quite to work wrong with something. Then I look at the rice and the cream of me. Papi. I said, can't work with this here. Can't work with this. Me look at the chicken. Chicken black, like they do in a house fire. And now see chicken so normal like that. And the gravy some long water, they pour water. I said, well, this can't work at all. When you got left here so hungry. So as I was laughing, I see me laughing too. I see a river park, me see food got me there. I know me really wrong to get to a man in this bed. So I'm walking behind me, and a Barbie said to me, and I stumble low and mash a youngster on my foot. And the youngster looked at me and I said, I'm sorry, sir, I'm very sorry. He said, that's all you can tell me, sorry. I said, you want me to tell you? He said, sorry. He said, listen, you know I will show you? I said, you will do what? He said, I will show you. I said, you will show me? You know who you delivered? Don't move from there. You feel you want money in Barbados, don't move from there. And I left there, and I rented my car. And I started and went home. Well, the idiot start whatever he should, you know. But you know what I like about my Prime Minister? You know, everybody in the region say they wish that have me as their Prime Minister, you know. You say, oh, where are you going? Mia does do things, and she destroy things, and if she wrong, she's come back and say, I make a mistake, you can do so, yeah, right? That's a leader. Because we had a little problem out here with some fellas who was doing some thieving. So Mia called Donald Trump and tell him, I don't understand that you are a stable genius and we want some help with doing dealing with the thieving going on in Barbados. And Trump tells me he got a machine that in the States working pan. He is going to give her and let her bring it to Barbados and try it out. Well, you know me, I'm bringing it here first to get machine. She says she understands about little thieving in Jamaica. She can try it in Jamaica first and then bring it down. So she put the thief cashing machine in Jamaica, and in 30 minutes they catch 30 thieves. You all know what? When you see them walking, you know what Trinidad got a lot of thieves too. So she said, I'm going to try my Trinidad. Check the Trinidad, and in 20 minutes they catch 20 thieves. She's telling me bring it to Barbados. Bring it to Barbados, and in 10 minutes, somebody thieved it. My name is Ashima. Enjoy the bunch of the show.
Give it up for Queen Ashima.
gentlemen, how everybody doing? Y'all sound a little tired here. Y'all guys alright? Because I'm feeling really good tonight. Because if we can talk about cat love and dog love, I gotta talk about my mother. Because all the Bajan sayings, all the sayings that I grew up hearing came from my mother. My mother told me that don't go in the sea because the sea ain't got nowhere. Alright. My mother told me the higher up the monkey climb, the more he is. Alright. So every saying in my life I got from my mother. Because my mother was a very special woman, a very peculiar woman. So one summer, I had the privilege of traveling overseas to visit one of my friends, Justin. Now, Justin was living in America for all his life. At 13 years old, he's a real American. So I visited Justin. We did the sleepover at Justin's house, and everything was going good. But I recognized that Justin had a way of talking to his mother. So Justin, back then it was all about the Super Nintendo. Any Super Nintendo fans, we were playing video games. So we were playing video games in Justin's bedroom. And Justin's mother says, Justin, I'm calling you, Justin, where are you? And Justin all of a sudden said, Mom, leave me alone. I got rights. We playing the game. I stop and look at Justin. I said, wait, Justin, you could talk to your mother like that? He said, yeah, man, this is America. I could talk to my mother because I got rights. So while we were playing the game, I was taking notes. 4 weeks later, I am back in Barbados. Back in Barbados, feeling good. I brought in a Super Nintendo. So I am playing my Nintendo. And my mother hollered for Simon, Si. And I tell my mother, Mommy, leave me alone, I'm playing my game. I got rights. And my mother stopped what she was doing. And she came into my bedroom. And she plugged up the Nintendo. And she looked at me. Oh, you got rights. You can get lefts now too. I can get lefts. You got rights. You can get lefts. And she slapped me all across my face. So I realized something then. That American kids get away with murder. But when it comes to discipline, Caribbean parents know about discipline. One of the things I learned about my mother is that my mother had a way of getting me to do things by just giving me a look. Anybody know what a look? So we would be in church, because of course, as any good Caribbean son, I gotta go to church. But church was quite boring. During the first hour, we would be in Sunday school, we would color, we would play, we would sing songs. But I love Sunday school because we would get fruity and we would get sandwiches. Tuna sandwiches, cheese sandwiches, corned beef sandwiches, along with some fruity. So I loved going to Sunday school. But after Sunday school, for that first hour, you gotta go back in to the congregation and sit down and listen to the preacher preach. But the thing with Pentecostal churches is that nothing just goes straight. Is that you got a brother now that can get up and start to pray. So to start the service, Brother George will start to pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this morning. I thank you for the sun in the sky. I thank you for the ants on the ground. And Brother George would pray for everything that he was thankful for. After then the prayer is done, they go to the singing and the chorus says, lift Jesus higher, and everybody's singing and dancing in the church. But for me, I would sit down during that service, and sometimes I would be making fun of the women in the church because of the hats. You ever saw the hats that women just wear to church? We had a woman that used to wear a peacock on her head. 12 or 15 different feathers on the hat. So I'd be looking at her and making fun of her, and my mother would look cross at me and give me the look. Now when my mother gave me the look, I would just stop whatever I was doing and just get still. And that followed me throughout my whole life. Because one summer, as I was climbing my neighbor's ackee tree, because we want ackees this summertime. One thing about summer in Barbados, some things you gotta get. Besides ducks, it got to be ackees. So I climbed in the tree, and I get in ackees, and all of a sudden I felt a burning on my back. And when I looked around, my mother was watching me, staring at me. And all of a sudden I said, you know what, it's probably not a good idea to climb this tree and get these ackees, so I came down. I came up the tree. And that continued in all of my life. Even when I was getting married, my first marriage, I was up at the altar, you know. They said, do you think this is going to be your wife? And I said, and I look at my mother, and mother look at me. I said, I'm sure. Then my mother nodded her head. I said, yes, I do. And the rest was history. But talking about discipline, you gotta talk about how Americans discipline their kids. Coming in on a flight from Miami. We are in Miami, board the plane, we coming back to Barbados, and of course, there is a woman with a baby crying. There's nothing more annoying to be on a flight. Flying from Miami to Barbados, and all you're hearing is, yeah. And my mother's sitting down next to me. My mother gives me the look, I'm like, there's a man, no, you gotta deal with that. People look, ain't gonna do me nothing. And my mother used her superpowers, looked at the white woman with the baby, looked at the baby, and the baby was like, yeah, and stopped crying. That was the universal power of the look that my mother had. But another thing that I learned were all the folk stories and all of the different characters that we have in the Caribbean. My mother would tell me about the Baku, Sukoyon. She would tell me about La Chapless, the comfort woman. And then she would tell me about the heart man. I was so afraid of the heart man growing up. Don't go upside the heart man, they'll come for you. I was scared. But as I became a man, I recognized that a lot of these myths don't make any sense. The heart man can come and cover my heart. No, that ain't happen. But as I got older, I recognized that there was a character that all of us should be afraid of. At nights when I'm sleeping, I get a little scared. When I go in the supermarket and I start to buy my groceries and I get by the cash register, I get a little scared because there's this man that all of us are familiar with that is very scary. It's called the tax man. The tax man is a man that does not care about anybody. Because in Barbados we enjoy a good standard of living. But you see the tax man is always watching and waiting. You're paying in gas in your car. By midnight tonight, the gas will go up by 5 cents. So everybody, oh shit, the tax man. Oh, you're living good? We can give you a tax to get rid of some of that money in your wallet. The tax man is real. So as a man growing up, I've recognized that all those characters, you know, were fictitious, except the tax man. But talking about growing up, I gotta talk about lessons. Anybody went to lessons?
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at math, so I had to go to math lessons. And I had a particular math teacher. She was a very nice woman, but she was a little different. Because at 15 years old, I realized that our lesson classes were getting smaller, you know? And she was a young lessons teacher, about 25 or so. Very beautiful, very well spoken. And we'd be doing lessons, you know? She taught me lessons, taught me to add and divide, long division, all kind of stuff. But then one day, as we were there, she said, well, Simon, I want to know something. Are you hungry? I said, yes, ma'am. Do you have snacks there? She said, yes. Come up in my bedroom. I got some snacks here for you. And she asked me a question. Do you know how to eat? And she had some snacks on the counter. And I started to stuff all of them. I say, yes, ma'am, I know how to eat. But I didn't understand what she meant. And I ran out the room and I told my mother about these lessons that I had and the fact that the teacher wanted me to eat. And she said, son, one thing about growing up is that you have to learn how to do certain things. One of the things you have to learn to do as a man is stand up for yourself. And we're going to teach our young men that, right? You're going to stand up for yourself, stand up for what is right, stand up for principles. But more importantly, one of the things that my mother taught me is that if you eat, you got to learn to do what? What your mouth? Clean. That's it. But talking about CARIFESTA, y'all guys enjoying CARIFESTA so far? If you think CARIFESTA is going good, give it a round of applause. I enjoy CARIFESTA. And only yesterday I went on a tour with some of the delegates around the island. We went on a tour. We did the island safari tour with the different jeeps and so on. It was fun. But at one point when we were going through St. George, one of the jeeps broke down. So we had to get off of the jeep and we had to take some essential things that we needed. So the Guyanese delegates decided and they said to themselves, hey buddy, if we get in off the jeep, we gotta take food. So they took the food off of the jeep. The trainees on this tour with us, of course the jeep broke down. They said, hey, I think we're gonna need some water. And they took the water off of the jeep. So myself and another guy representing the Barbadian contingent, we looked at the jeep, we recognized that there was no food on it, no water. But we started to work on the door. And we took off the door and we walked with the door until we were able to get the other jeep come for us. So as we were walking, all the rest of the delegates looked at us and said, wait, why y'all guys got the door? We got food, we got water. Why you walking with the door? And we turned and we said to them, well, if it get hot, we can roll down the window. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Thank you.
Give it up for Simon Co-Ali from Barbados. Well, guys, we are winding down, but we're not done yet. We only heard from one gentleman tonight from the land of wood and water, and now you're going to get the opportunity to hear from one more comedian from Jamaica. At this time, I want you to put your hands together and welcome Mr. Johnny Daly.
Beloved Jamaica, me nah sell out. Check, try clip for wings, some of we can't fly out. But when we there, yeah, nothing nice like Jamaica. Was fruit and banana.
CARIFESTA 15!
Under the tree,
Big up yourself. Respect.
Jump in the river.
When we ready, fit me in, turn it up.
Boy can't buy me out.
Alright. I'm seeing some empty chairs, that's alright. That's alright, people have to go home, that's alright. Some people using the bathroom, that's alright. Barbados, good night. Y'all good? Listen, you've been enjoying yourself so far. Put your hands together for all the acts so far tonight. Still have one more to go, so don't leave because I'm just here to make sure that you know that I have to represent all the people. You see that song, I Love Jamaica? Love Jamaica, love Jamaica to the bone. Trust me, when we say we love Jamaica, we love Jamaica. We love Jamaica so much, when I get the chance to leave, I leave right away. Yes, especially when they say I must come to CARIFESTA 15 in Barbados. I said Barbados, definitely going to CARIFESTA. Barbados, I've never heard anything happen bad in Barbados. For real. No, let me tell you something, Bajans. You don't want no more badness than what's happening here right now. You don't want Jamaican badness, trust me. That's a different level of badness, you don't want that. Like, let me tell you how comfortable I've been in Barbados. Real comfortable. I walked the street for almost half an hour last night after 12 o'clock in the night. I would never do that in Jamaica, you understand? Not without bodyguards, you understand what I'm saying?
Crime is down in Jamaica 40%. We have to give the police a round of applause for that. They work hard. No, we're making improvements. But I tell you, I sleep so good in Barbados, not one gunshot. I don't hear no sound of a gunshot here in Barbados. You all should be happy about this place. Can I pick up your Prime Minister one more time? The Honorable Mia Motley, we love your Prime Minister in Jamaica, you know. For real. Because when she talks with conviction. When she talks, she sounds like she's representing the entire Caribbean. In fact, I watched a news clip with her last week saying, look, Bajans, we have to make sure every single Bajan feels comfortable coming home to Barbados and that you know you have a stake in the country. I said to myself, okay, Mr. Daly, this is your opportunity to put a stake in Barbados. Ladies, I'm staying at Coconut Court. Room 80. If you want a Jamaican steak, I got one for you. Listen, it's a sure way to get a Bajan passport, you know, man. So ladies, let me tell you right now, I am ready to listen. You don't understand how good you guys got it here, so I am advocating for a Bajan passport. Madam Prime Minister, in fact, not just for me, but for my manager, Tango, who's right there with me. He said, my manager came in and he said, I didn't have any issues at the airport. They're ready for us at CARIFESTA 15. This is a powerful passport you guys have. You don't need no visa to go to America. Do you? It don't seem like you do. Because when Bajans are around there, I notice you guys, when the Bajan plane pull up to America, you guys just walk through like you own the place. Immigration don't really check you guys too much. Maybe 1 or 2 questions. How long are you gonna stay? 4 months, okay. Bajans just have it easy. When that Jamaican plane pull up, they got dogs, security, CBP. They got drug enforcement agency. By the time I step on the plane, I'm down jumping a bit. Smelling all over. Then they're directing us directly to a line, Jamaican's only place. When we get up to the line and they say step up, they say step up, step up. You know, it's interrogation. I start sweating by the time I get there. They say, I push my passport in him and say, how long are you gonna stay? I said 2 weeks. He said, that's too long. I don't care what kind of business you have, you Jamaicans only have 2 days. No, listen, you've got it good, Barbados. But let me tell you, it's an honor to be here, and of course to be here at the request or the behest of the Bajan government for CARIFESTA 15. We love, the Caribbean is a beautiful place. We are the spice of the world, people. When we showcase what we have, the world have to stop and listen. Am I right or am I right? We punch way above our size and weight. For real. I mean, I've been watching the comics up here and I'm saying, whoa, amazing. I saw that gentleman, not that gentleman, what's the name of the queen, the first queen? Ashima. Look here, that's a diva right there. Yeah, that's a diva right there. Archibald, I was hoping to hear a female. When I heard him talk, I said, whoa, that's a crusty voice for a woman right there. Honestly, I passed Archibald without the wig, going to the bathroom, and I said, what a nice, thick, Barbadian woman this is. I didn't know Archibald, when he came up here, that's the first time I realized, that's a man, okay, all right. Fully dressed people, and I don't know where I got that hair from, but look here, that's spark. I get the one from my wife, that's sparkling wig right there. That's hot. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a Jamaican child star, proud Jamaican child star. I went popular at 9 years old in Jamaica. National, big things, right? Yeah, no. I said Jamaica. When you're a star in Jamaica, that's it. You're just popular, that's it. You don't come with no money. You don't come with a private shuttle. You're on TV. This tonight, tomorrow morning, they're taking the bus like everybody else. Do you know what it's like to be nationally known and take the bus in Jamaica? People say, I said, what I never on me TV last night. When you're in Jamaica, you're a celebrity. You see, people treat you differently, you know. People love you still, you know. But then you have the people who beg you. I notice I'm in Barbados. You guys have beggars here? For real? I walk half an hour last night, nobody make me. Nobody. Do you guys have windshield wipers? I tell you, and Jamaican windshield wipers, listen, if you've never been to Jamaica, you never experienced a Jamaican windshield wiper before, then you need to. You need to, because when they're approaching a celebrity, like they're approaching a normal person, they're begging them. Like this lovely young lady here, they're gonna say, oh, nice, sexy girl in the pink dress. Big up yourself, I love you a long time. How much money you got? Give me money, no please. And they wipe you with the same way they compliment you right through. When there's a celebrity like me, they'll say, oh God! And they jump on me and they say, Jesus! Me done! Please! Me back! Now, how can you not give a man money when they do all that in front of you? And then we got different kinds of beggars in Jamaica. We got the beggars who make you feel good. You know, like when them see me and them say, Johnny, I've been watching you from a long time, Johnny, from you're 9 years old. Johnny, I'm watching you from TV black and white. Johnny, I'm watching you from TV in furniture. Johnny, look the TV up on wall now, a long time I watch it. Beg your money now, Johnny. That's what they beg you. Or yeah, the bad man. When the bad man in Jamaica beg you, he beg you different. Bad man in Jamaica see you, him say, yo, Johnny, come in. He's not going to you. You have to go to him. But if you don't want to go to him, don't worry. Him having minions, he will send them for you. Yo, go for that. And they bring you over. And when they bring you over, you're looking at the bad man and say, yo, Johnny, walk on. And I say nothing. And they say, Johnny, is a money me I beg you, you know. And I say, really? But I'm going to school. Johnny, you know, business about that, you know. You're there on the TV. So I say, all right, how much, Johnny? It's $1,000 more. $1,000? But me the hard say, Johnny, where you do? You know where I come from? He said, no. Prison me I come from, you know. And I said, prison? For what? Murder, you know. And I said, murder? For what? My beg a man of money and never give me no Johnny. At that point I was giving my school uniform and everything. No, there's a different setup in my island Jamaica. But listen, with all the problems that we have contributed so much to the world. It's hard not to be proud of where I'm from, people. Fastest man, fastest woman in the world. The biggest export in music culture. Reggae dancer. Talk to me, no man. Cause I see Bajans whining to the reggae music, you know. And when the artists come over here, Bajans, I see you full of the concert. Yeah? Cause Jamaican artists good, don't they? Yeah, except that they need to sing out all the songs though, right? That's a big problem for me, you know. They're not singing out all the songs. And then some of these songs I don't know. I can talk about a few of them, but they said, these new songs nowadays, especially this, I grew up in a time when dancing songs had one dance. You remember that? If it was ska, it's ska, one style. Bum, 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 one style. If it was dancehall music, butterfly, one style. If it was De La Move, one style. Boga dance, one style. Nowadays, the young people are confusing the hell out of me. I listen to these TikTok songs and I wonder what the hell is going on. You ever look at one of the children not hearing the songs and watching the TikTokers do them dance? And I'm saying, what the hell is going on here? You can't learn all them dancing from the TikTokers. No, these young people music confusing the hell out of me. When we growing up, one dance, one song. And you learn that dance and you move on to the next one. Nowadays, the TikTokers have me going crazy. So I just stop. Nowadays, we just have one dance for everything as a older boy. No, because we're getting older now, you know, we're putting on a little age. I might look young ladies, but we're close to 50. I'm looking good from a man who's close to 50. That is it. But trust me, when you're getting older, things change, you know. Not like when you're young and you're sprucing. And you can do all the dance moves and don't feel any pain in the morning. All the over 40s know what I'm talking about. We party now and party hard and can't wake up in the morning. You wake up with all kind of aches and pains. Yes, but in fact, you can wake up as a 40-year-old without going out and still feel pain. You don't even know where the pain coming from. You say, how the hell going on with my waistline? What's happening here where I get this pain on my knees? It's true, it's an over 40 thing. But listen, it's true. I know when I was younger. When I was younger, and I'm playing on the beach with my friends, and we're playing who can pee in the forest. For real. And we pull out, and we go to and watch it go way up in the sky and drop way over there. And we go in, and my friend goes and we say, all right, let's see who can write our names in the sand. When we were younger, oh gosh, that was easy. Because of CHRISTOPHER. Let me try that now. No, for real. Like as a young boy, I used to wonder why some big men, you know, you see big men, they go into the public toilet, and you go to the latrine, and you look beside you, you see a big man, and he's been there for a while. From you go inside, you see him standing up there, and you're looking at him, and you're beating off the tiles off the wall. And you say, well, the man you stand up just to get so comfortable in the latrine for. And you finish, and you flick, and you wash your hand, and the man still standing there. Hey, I wonder what kind of man is just love being in the toilet and you leave. Well, like, over 40 now, I understand fully. I find myself standing over the toilet. I know you have to be talking to yourself. Because the brain have to make a connection down here with it. And you have to say it's time to peep now. And then when you start to go, it slowly trickle. You're not beating off any tiles, you just see it slowly trickling out there. And when it really going slow, you start to put up your head back and roll it.